Alright guys, so today I thought I'd just do a quick vid. The top 10 Oz Pajero Life mods for the NK Pajero. And we're going to start at 10 and work our way up to 1. So coming in at number 10 is the fridge slide. So the fridge being up high on the back, up there, on top of the drawers, it made it a bit difficult for short asses like me to be able to reach into the top of the fridge. So I constructed this little fridge slide, and it's a tilt one as well, so we can reach in to the top of the fridge there. Coming in at number 9 is the LED light bar up on the roof there, just underneath the roof rack. So that's wired up along the roof and down into the engine bay and switched in. I've got to switch in the cabs. It's not connected to the driving lights at all, but this is particularly useful out in the bush. You know, the Pajeros are renowned for having really the lighting headlights are really dull. So and out in the bush, this adds an element of width to the beam and gives me that extra vision. So coming in at number 8 is the bull bar with a nice coat of Raptor on it. Fits the spotlight's really nice and it looks good on the front. So it's the old school type, the old Bocar aluminium type. Structurally it seems pretty sound, no problem at all. Coming in at number 7 is the 12 volt, the second dual battery, the second battery. So I'm running the kick-ass MPPT controller as well as DC-DC charger, and I've got inside here down in this little area here, I've got a 100 amp hour lithium battery, and then up on the top, you can see that I've got the solar panel up there, which is connected to the kick-ass MPPT controller. So the 12 volt, so that's runs everything. I'm running the fridge 24/7. You know, I'm charging stuff regularly on weekends when I go away and so forth, and that's been an absolute bonus. I couldn't go away without it. Coming in at number 6, it's the rear drawers. This is probably one of the first probably structural mods that I did, and these have been fantastic. So these are built to the same height as the back seat, so when the back seat folds down I have a flat surface. These drawers, 2 drawers here, they're lockable, and they consist of all my tools and recovery gear and so forth, and I've got all sorts of stuff in there. So again, this is the tools and recovery side, which has oil and water and the air pump and so forth, and then this one on the other side here, this has my all my food and the like in there, and bits and pieces, as well as a little gas stove and everything. So I'm pretty much self-sufficient. So, and then on top here I've also got this little lid that goes on top there that I use as a table. Coming in at number 5 is the engine guard. So I've got this connected straight to the block to measure the temperature of the block rather than the coolant. So if I ever lose the coolant, you know, I'll get an alarm to say that we're getting a bit hot. This is more just about mitigating the risk of overheating. So yeah, so I've put it sort of in about the middle of the road. Hopefully I'll never have to use it, but it's just great peace of mind. Okay, coming in at number 4 is the Asin locking hubs. So I put these on originally when I did the bearings and the rotors and the brakes when I was first getting it roadworthy. The idea of these is to be able to, for those who don't know, these are now free spinning front wheels. They're not connected to the CV. So, and the reason around this is to, you know, so whilst we're not four-wheel driving, you know, whilst the rims are spinning or the wheels are turning, the drive line's not. So, and also, you know, if you ever broke the CV or something like this would probably come in handy. So, you know, you just flick it over to free spin, and you wouldn't have to worry about the CV. Coming in at number 3 is the Radium winch. So I've used this a few times to get me out of trouble. Put this in myself. One of the very first mods I did, because I had the winch already, so I figured I might just put it in. But I wouldn't go anywhere without the winch. I've been stuck a few times, as I said. So that's coming in at number 3 is the Radium winch. Coming in at number 2 is the lift. So the lift in this comprises 2 inches, and it comprises of just extra long shocks in the front, and on the rear I've got the Dobinson's springs. You can see them up in there, the Dobinson springs. They're a 3-inch lift, but they're to hold 150 kilos constant, so it probably drops it down to about a 2-inch lift all round. So the 2-inch lift would be number 2 of my mods. Coming at number 1, guys, is 33-inch tyres with the 15-inch rims, so 12.5-inch wide, and these have increased the capability of the Pajero second to none. It's been great. It's probably, as I say, it's the number 1 mod that I've done to this car, and it comes out on top by heaps. So now there you have it, guys. So there's my top 10. So that's my Pajero and how I put it together. So these mods are relative to this particular car and how I perceive it. I understand that not everyone would probably agree with some of the mods and how I've ranked them, but it's the way I've ranked them, it's the way I've put it together. They're probably the top 10. So there you have it.